dreams, big, expectant dreams. Somehow we think that only God could do great things through the super spiritual or the super gifted or mega pastors, not you and me. Great accomplishments in the kingdom come from only extraordinary people. Well, yes, they do sometimes, but most of the time, they come from people bold enough to dream something bigger than themselves. People like you and me. I want to tell you about just a couple of people that I know. A couple of people from our church in Texas, Dan and Candy Kirkley. I talked to them because they're just regular people. Dan was a Xerox salesman in 1982, and that's when he and his friend were invited to do some mission work in Haiti. And when they got down there and they saw the burdens of the children and the things that were going on, they returned home wanting to do something. And they had been made aware of 8 children who did not have any food and didn't have any place to stay that was safe. And so Dan, the Xerox salesman, came up with this dream that maybe he could raise enough money to send $200 a month down there, send it in a secure passage to this pastor that they knew, that they would take care of these 8 children. And his friend said, you know what, he lives in Dallas and he had resources that were a little bit beyond the Xerox salesman. And he said, I'm just going to try to come up with enough money to build a building for him. And so they started doing that all those years ago. And he continued to travel there month after month for those years and help them with their day-to-day living. And he still continues to travel, but now it's turned into a huge organization. They do all kinds of things. I think he told me that they have established 9 churches. They have a home for over 60 children. They have educated right now, currently 900 children in schools. And they give administrative help to other big expectant dreamers who are small potatoes kind of people to help them capture the vision and go out and do what God's calling them to do. He's just a Xerox salesman. That's it. My good friend, Jeanette Kelly, who serves as my mentor, she has done, her whole life has been associated with children. She was an educator, and then she was a principal for years, and then she retired, and then she really got busy. And she was totally burdened by the needs that she had seen. And she knew the burden on parents who were trying to get supplies and clothing and haircuts and all that kind of stuff ready for the beginning of school. And so she just started organizing a little bit, and they served a few people. Then she came up with the name of it, Apple Tree, and you could sponsor a child. You could give a certain amount of money, or you could go shopping for what they needed. And today, they serve thousands and thousands of kids in the county. She solely developed that. I mean, that's just a regular person. She was retired before she even got busy. That is amazing. These are just people I know in my church. But the problem is, I think we don't always want God's dreams. We don't always want God's big dreams. Chip Ingram has written some words that I think are real powerful for us today. The dream will cost our life and appears to others as the height of folly just before God accomplishes the impossible through us. There will be a time in the process of God fulfilling His dream placed in your heart when He will take you all the way to the edge and you must die. So we must decide, is it worth it? Is getting to participate in something bigger than ourselves, beyond our abilities and our resources, worth flinging ourselves on the altar for? Or staying until we want and die to what He wants? Are you dreaming something worthy of the God of the universe? She dreams big dreams. She dreams big expectant dreams.